Televisa presenta.
Hello everyone, welcome to German News. My name is Jimena Garcia. To continue with information about the COVID-19 pandemic, we have graphs and tables. As you can see, they explain the growth of the cases of this disease in the last almost 3 months. The data in the table starts from the very first registered case, which was on January 28, 2020. And from there, we have compiled information for the next 50 days. The days, as you can see, are represented by X, and the total of cases of each are represented by Y. The graphs will be explained by the specialist Jorge. These only represent the exponential growth of the cases. They does not represent the exponential decline of it, since as of today, we are unable to make those calculations in a realistic level. Now I leave you with the specialist Jorge Nájera.
Thanks, Jorge. So to my left, we have this graph in which we represent all of the data that we've accumulated. From the ever first victim of coronavirus in Germany that was registered in January 28th to 50 days later, in which they've accumulated more than 6,012 people. So, if we see this graph in an exponential way, we can see this red line, but it's just an estimation of numbers. So, as you can see, at the end of the graph, the originating numbers that people infected is very far from the line that we've estimated. This shows us that more people have been infected in a more faster rate. But all of these estimations will be talked about with my friend Jorge.
Thank you, Janina. So now with the predictions about possible number of cases based on our graphs. From 10 days after these 3 months of infections, we are predicting to have 6,531 cases. From 20 days after, the number increases to 108,861 cases. From 60 days after, the number incredibly increases to 7,408,134 cases.
Sorry for the interruption, mates. So now for reflections. Our thoughts on the results are what should be expected from this project. It is just normal to see enormous numbers when talking about a worldwide epidemic, especially in our era. And if the graphs are in the case the government doesn't improve at all its healthcare system, it's even more unimpressive. It may come off as bold or cold, but it's a sheer expression of realism from our part. But in these trying times around us, we are unable to afford empathy for others when we have our own problems. If it's the topic of the process we're checking, we have more things to go over too. As some of you know, in my campus, I am recognized for heading up before everyone. But this time I was inevitably surprised as my companion Janina made most of the work in the presentation and obviously carried us through it, doing herself the GeoGebra part and also setting the basis for the presentation. Till this day, we were making this, today we were making the video, and that's why I can say that from my part, the edit of the video is horrible and it's rushed, but it's what to be expected with 5 hours of editing. As of today, I am filming this 11 p.m. just 1 hour before we upload this. So yeah, lesson learned, procrastinating isn't helpful at all, but it's what you have when people don't send their video in time, including myself. So yeah, thank you all. This has been the newscast.